All right, guys, thank you for your patience. Mike's not working in the feed, so we wouldn't fix that. All right, gentlemen. Looking for one more marshal there under that Pennington Hobby Shop sign. I believe Steve's coming. If you're coming, give it a hands up. All right, gentlemen, let's get them lined up on that far right side. It's going to be Zach in the number 1, Theron in number 2, John 3, and Adam 4. Thank you, guys. All right. Drivers, good luck. Keep it clean. You guys will be live on the tone in less than 5. There's the tone. We got all drivers off. It's going to be Zach with that number 1. Zach with the number 1. Theron in number 2. John up to number 3. And Adam now your number 4. Nice pass there from John. He takes that number 2. That's going to put Theron in the number 3. And it looks like Theron looking to take that back already, really putting the heat on John.
4 minutes.
Contact coming across that tabletop. Keep it clean. Thank you, Adam. John now already looking to move up to the number 1. He's now on on Zach's bumper. Three and a half minutes left. John with a bit of trouble getting stuck on that rail. Oh my goodness, pushes Theron out of the way. 4 wheels up off that table. All good to go. John increases his lead. Zach maintains the number 1. Adam still your number 4. Zach with a 18, 514. John with a 17, 501. Theron with a 17, 510. And Adam with a 13, 522. It's Zach versus John. The battle for number 1. 3 minutes left. Modified short course if you can. Get those cars lined up. John and Zach still battling out for that number 1. Zach in the all orange. John right behind the all silver. Oh no, loss of power? Oh, that was interesting. Zach out of the gate putting down a 15.39 fast lap. John with a 15.09. Theron with a 15.59. And Adam with a 17.07. Forwards up on that table.
2 minutes
the tabletop. Good to go. Ooh, okay. We got 2 minutes to go. John is now getting some fumes off of Zach there. Those two extremely tight together. They've been close this whole race, it seems like. Oh, no, Zach flipping on that top right. John taking advantage and takes that lead. Turn of events there. Adam in between number 1. Oh, thank you, Adam. You have 1:15 to go. Number 1, number 2, now 2 seconds apart. Theron flipping on that
1 minute left.
rumble strip. 1 minute to go. "45 seconds left. Once again, modify short course if you can. Get those cars lined up. I see we got Keith, we got Robert, we got Steve. I think Johnson that one too. Looking good. We got 30 seconds to go.
Left.
Zach now about a second off your number 1. We got a close race here for number 1. 20 seconds left.
$15 seconds left.
Oh, man, that could have been his chance there. Zach flips it there on that top right. John now with a drastic lead. All right, drivers, finish the lap. You're on. There's there, and you're done. Oh, whoa. Sandwich.
John Dovick
That's
done.
John. You're finished. Here comes Zach. You're done. And Adam, keep on rolling. There's Adam. John with the win with a 19.510. Zach, your number 2 with a 19.515. Theron with an 18.501. And Adam with a 15.525. All right, we got Mod Short Course Heat 1 up next with Steve, Keith, Robert, and John. Marshals, I need Zach, Theron, Adam, and 1 volunteer. That's Zach, Theron, Adam, and 1 volunteer. Out to Marshall, please.
Steve Pope. Robert Quilter. One minute to the start of the race. Keith Weber. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got our marshals by the looks of it. And once again, if you do marshal for somebody, please let me know.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. John, are you using a different transponder? Are you using a different transponder? Either Jason Bowers or Kyle Brummett? It's coming up as your car, so. I gotcha. All right, gentlemen, let's get them going. Let's get them rolling. We got all drivers checked in. We got all marshals in place. Get some separation out there between you 4. Uh-oh. All right, drivers, you guys will all be live when you cross that left-hand side after the tone. You will be live. All righty, Keith, you're live. Here comes Robert, here comes John, and here comes Steve. We got all drivers live. Number 1 will be establishing that TQ. Nice 3-man group establishing. That's with everybody but Keith. Keith on his own out there. That's going to be with Steve, John, and Keith. Nice tight racing there. Trying to not be aggressive. You guys are only going against the clock. And we are about a minute 15 down. It's going to be Steve, your number 1 with a 22.504. Keith, your number 2 with a 22.508. John, your number 3 with a 21.502. And Robert, your number 4 with a 21.50. You got oh no, we got a flip there in the center. All clear. Thank you, Steve, for waiting. 145 down. Keith now moves up to the number 1. Robert now your number 2. Steve 3. John 4.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Keith just about a second off Robert, who just took the lead. Robert takes the lead. Keith, now your number 2. Steve 3. John 4. Steve about 4.5 seconds off your number 2. And John 3 seconds off your number 3. We got about 2.5 minutes left. Keith now exactly a second and a half off your leader. Your leader with a 22.506, that's Robert. Keith, your number 2 with a 22.510. Steve, your number 3 with a 21.503. And John, your number 4 with a 21.512. Good save there from Steve on that left side. Almost stumbled out of the track. Landed on all fours and he's back off. We got another 3-man group establishing with Keith, left. Steve, and John. It's going to be Robert on his own out there off that third jump. Keith getting just a bit closer there to your number 1. Now he's just about a second off. There's got a tumble there on the left side. He lands it. Stock Buggy Heat 1. If you can, get those cars lined up, please. Stock Buggy Heat 1. Get those cars lined up, please.
One minute left.
We got a minute to go. Robert now extending his lead to about 2 seconds now. John takes that number 3. Steve, your number 4, but Steve only about 2.7 off your number 3. Nice 2-man group. No, we got two 2-man groups. We got Steve and Robert in one, and we got Keith and John in one. And once again, Stock Buggy Heat 1 drivers, get those cars lined up if you can.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. Still, never mind. All clear.
15 seconds left.
Thank you, Steve. Trouble there on that second jump. Stay low on the second jump. Low on that front side jump. All clear. Drivers, keep on going too. Not stop until you hear your name. Keep on rolling. Oh my goodness.
Robert Quilter done.
There's Robert.
Keith
There's Keith.
John
There's
done.
John. And there's Steve Robert with the win with a 22.505. Keith, your number 2 with a 22.513. John, your number 3 with a 21.506. And Steve, your number 4 with a 21.509.
Steve gave you my transponder, and I still need my phone back. Thank you.
Stock Buggy Heat 1 up next with Daniel, Greg, Ryan, Jason, and Travis.
Greg Harrell.
And Marshall's gonna please get Robert Keith,
Ryan Cutter.
John, and Steve, please. That's Robert, Keith, John, and Steve. Out to Marshall, please. Robert, Keith, John, and Steve.
Travis McCarty. One minute to the start of the race. Jason Black. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Daniel Renkamp.
All right, we got Keith, we got John, we got Robert, and we
30
got
seconds to the
a
start of the
volunteer
race.
for Steve. Are you volunteering? Gotcha. Steve, we got a volunteer for you. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, let's get them going. Let's get them rolling. Get some separation out there between you
10
five.
seconds to the start of the race.
And you guys will all be alive when you cross that left-hand side after the tone. You will be live. There's a tone. There's Greg, you're live. There's Ryan. Stay low there on the last jump, on the front or backside jump. All clear, all clear. Daniel, you're live. Travis and Jason, we got all drivers live. Number 1 will be establishing that TQ. Why is it freezing again? We got 45 seconds down. Daniel, you're number 1 with a 27.50. Ryan, you're number 2 with a 25.505. Greg, you're number 3 with a 23.507. Jason, you're number 4 with a 22.507. And Travis, you're number 5 with a 21.514.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go. Daniel, you're number 1. Ryan, you're number 2. He's about 5 seconds off your leader. Greg, moving up to number 3. He's about 5 seconds off your number 2. Jason, you're number 4. He's 4 seconds off your number 3. Travis, you're number 5. He's 4.3 off your number 4. It's trouble there on that first jump. Good marshalling there. We got 3:10 left. Daniel already putting down an 11.27 fast lap. Ryan with an 11.67. Greg with a 12.62. Jason now takes at number 3. Greg now your number 4. Jason with a 13.60. Travis with a 14.12. She gone. On that front side near your driver's stand. He is back in it. Greg's going to take back that number 3. Shocks behind your shot guard? Gotcha, thank you. We got about 2:20 left. Daniel is securing that number 1. Ryan just about 10 seconds off. Jason now your number 5. Travis takes the number 4. Greg in that number 3. Stock buggy heat 2 if you can. Get those cars lined up. Looks like we have everybody lined up. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go. Forwards up there on that right-hand side. Stay low on the right, low on the right side, low on that right side. Good line there. From Travis. Ooh, Travis, that's an awesome body style. I think I already said that before, though. I'll say it again. I don't care. We got a minute and a half to go. It's going to be Jason and Travis fighting for the number 4. Those two have about 0.04 of a second separated. And Jason maintains the number 4. We got 1:15 to go. Daniel now putting down an 11.18 fast lap. Very nice. Good save there. Nice recovery.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Final 60 seconds. Jason now putting down a 13.51 and Travis now with a 13.96.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. $30 seconds.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
15 seconds. All right, drivers, keep on going. Do not stop until you hear your name. Keep on rolling. All drivers are still live. Here comes Greg. You're done. Ryan, you're done. There's Jason, Daniel, and there's Travis. All drivers are done. Daniel with the win with a 26.504 with an 11.18 fast lap. Ryan, your number 2 with a 25.50 high with an 11.67 fast lap. Greg, your number 3 with a 22.505 with a 12.5 fast lap. It is Jason, your number 4 with a 21.502 with a 13.29 fast lap. And Travis, your number 5 with a 21.509 with a 13.5 fast lap. Stock Buggy Heat 2 up next with Jerry, Tim, Dan, Sean, Chuck, and Philip. I need Daniel, Ryan, Greg, and Jason out to Marshall, please. That's Ryan, Daniel, Greg, and Jason out to Marshall, please.
Jerry Moss.
We got Daniel on the track.
One minute to the start of the race.
We got Ryan on his way. We got Jason coming. And it looks like we got Greg.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Sean Bourne.
All right, we got all of our marshals in
30
place.
seconds to the start of the race. Dan Rencamp.
All right, gentlemen, let's get them going. Let's get them rolling. Get some separation out there between you 6. Thank you guys for coming out quickly. Thank you guys for lining up. Drivers, you will all be live when you cross that left-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. There's Chuck. You're live. Philip, you're live. Here comes Dan, Jerry, Sean, and Tim. We got all drivers live. Daniel with that TQ with a 26.504. All 6 drivers looking to aim to beat that TQ. $35 seconds down. Chuck, you're number 1 with a 27.508. Sean, you're number 2 with a 26.507. Philip, you're number 3 with a 26.509. Dan, you're number 4 with a 25.501. Oh my goodness, he's out of there. And he is back in it. Philip, oh my goodness. Jerry, now your number 5 with a 22.504. Tim, your number 6 with a 22.505. Very tight racing here as we got 1 minute down, 4 to go.
4 minutes left.
Got a tumble there. Oh, he almost left the track again, but he keeps it inside. We got 8 wheels up there on the track, 8 wheels up on the track, 1 off that tabletop, 1 on the rumble strip. We are all clear, all clear. 1:15 to go. Chuck maintaining the number 1 spot with Sean just about 2.2 seconds off your number 1. Dan, your number 3, he's a second off your number 2. Top 3 drivers separated by about 3 seconds added up. Oh my goodness, a wheelie off that second jump there from Tim. Looks like we got a nice 4-man group establishing with Tim, Jerry, Dan, and Philip. We got Sean and Chuck now making a 2-man group. Our closest race at the moment is between Sean and Philip. Those two separated by 1 second. And we got Sean, your number 2. He's only 3 seconds off your leader.
3 minutes left.
Dan, your number 4. He's 7.6 off your number 3. Tim, your number 5. He's 10 seconds off your number 4. Jerry, number 6. He's only 5.5 seconds off your number 5. 2:45 to go. Very nice, clean racing there on the track. I don't think I've had to call maybe about 1 caution, but still, that's good for 6 drivers. Very good racing. 2.5 minutes to go. Sean and Philip now separated by 1/10 of a second. Sean and they are going back and forth for that number 2. 1:25 to go. Philip takes the number 2. Sean says nuh-uh and takes it right back. We got Chuck putting on an 11.36 fast lap. Philip with an 11.45. Sean with an 11.47. Dan with an 11.98. Tim with an 11.70. And Jerry with a 13.27.
2 minutes left.
Thank you, Jerry, for that courtesy. Much appreciated. We got 2 minutes to go. Philip and John still going back and forth for that number 2. Separated by a consistent 0.07 of a second. We got Philip now securing his spot in the number 2. Sean now about 2 seconds off. 1:30 to go. We got your number 1, that's Chuck. He's ahead of that TQ by about 2 seconds. We got about a minute to go. Final 60 seconds. Philip with a bit of a trouble there on that top right. That's going to put Sean now about half a second off your number 2. Yet again, those two are fighting for the number 2. 4 wheels up there off that 3rd jump. Stay low off the 3rd jump, low on that right side jump. You got 1 march out there in your center looking to move up to that top right.
45 seconds left.
And watch out there, top right. That's clear, all clear. 40 seconds to go. Sean and Philip still half a second apart. Philip with the number 1, Sean, Philip, your number 2, Sean, your number 3. Chuck maintains the number 1.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Stadium truck, if you can get those cars lined up, if you can. Stadium truck, line up. Four wheels up there on that bottom right-hand side. He's back in it. Drivers keep on going, keep on going. Chuck's still ahead by 2.7 seconds. Drivers keep on going. Chuck, you're done. Everybody else on their last lap. Philip, you're done.
Dan
There's
done.
There's
Jerry
Dan,
Moss
there's
done.
Jerry, there's Sean.
Sean Horn
And that is Tim. Chuck gets the win with a 26.506. Philip, your number 2, with a 26.509. Sean, your number 3, with a 26.509. Finishes just half a second off your number 2. Dan, your number 4, with a 25.507. Tim, your number 5, with a 24.510. And Jerry, your number 6, with a 21.507. Daniel maintains the TQ. Stadium truck up next with Chad, Dan, Zach, Theron, Tim, and Justin. Marshals, I need Chuck, Philip, Sean, and Chuck, Philip, Sean, and
Mishler.
Jerry. Out to Marshall, please. That's Chuck, Philip, Sean, and Jerry. Out to Marshall, please.
Chad Mishler, Theron Pointer, Tim Creech, Zach Adkins, Justin Carey,
All right, we got Jerry present, we got Sean, we got Philip, and
1
we got
minute to the
Chuck
start
there
of
on
the
that
race.
right side, I think. Yeah, I see him. We get Dan checked in, and let's get them going.
Dan Renkamp,
All right, gentlemen, let's get them going. Let's get them rolling. Get some separation out there between you six.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking good. Very nice. Gyro drivers, you will be live when you cross that left-hand side. After the tone, you will be live. Oh, goodness. Justin, Zach, Chad, you are live. Theron, Dan, and Tim, we got all drivers live. Stay low there on that front or backside jump, low on the backside. Good line there. Trouble there off that second jump. Stay high in the second. Good lines there by all drivers. Very nice. We are 45 seconds down. It's going to be Justin, your number one, with a 24.50. Tim, your number two, or Dan, your number two with the 23.504. Tim, your number three with the 23.504. Theron, your number four with the 21.501. Chad, your number five with the 19.506. Chad, your number six with the 17.50.
4 minutes left.